because I just got off the rideshare guy. I was over there with Chris and Sergio. So if you're tuning in now, which you're probably not because I just started it and it takes a while for people to get on, I told a lot of good stories over there. I'm gonna try to get it on my channel a little bit, but the Super Bowl was hilarious. It was pure comedy. So you got to kind of watch this thing whole through if you missed the one over at Chris, because I'm gonna tell you some like my recap. Now, for one, for people who watched my video the other day, y'all already know that I cranked out about $3,600 driving over 4 or 5 days. Not bad, not bad at all. I mean, actually, it was the best that I've ever done. I don't think I'll ever do it again. I mean, even if we have waste management here, I don't think I could ever eclipse what I just did again because we had waste management with the Super Bowl over here. So it's kind of hard to do both of those. Now, the stories about how I made the money was the fun part. Because like I said, I was just kind of screwing around for the first couple of days, just trying to see what was out there. But I mean, once everything was going, it was crazy. Oh yeah. Hey, original man, it was crazy to make $100 an hour, and I was eclipsing 1 hour. I think I made 130 in an hour. I had two rides that were $65 a piece in that hour. It was crazy. I will never do that again, ever. There's no way possible without two events going at the same time for me to make that much money. It's not possible. We'll be back to normal, making a $25 to $45 an hour. But that weekend was nuts, bro. It was nuts. And so I'm picking up people, like I'm gonna be saying names of places that if you're from Arizona, you would know where I'm talking about. So I go to this place, Tahoe Biltmore. It's a really ritzy hotel that sits on a golf course and is surrounded by nothing but multi-million-dollar homes. I mean, each house is probably, $6 million, all of them crazy. Randy, I didn't do a single private ride. I did no private rides, and I did no rides to or from the game. I didn't go near the stadium because it was crazy out there. So I get to Tahoe Biltmore, get this guy in a car. His name's Josh. So we just cruising, we laughing, and I'm trying to get around all these big black SUVs up there because there's nothing but black SUVs because it was the NFL owners hotel. So they all sitting up there. They got Robert Kraft, Tiffany Haddish, Meek Mill, Jay-Z, Kevin Hart. All these people are right next to me in the building. I'm sitting in front of the building, and all of these people are coming out, hopping in their SUVs. I got this little orange BMW sitting in the middle of this big old sea of black SUVs. So, of course, Josh was like, we knew it was you because we were like, orange BMW? Damn, well, that's different. So they hop in. We come creeping around, and Bryce Young, the Heisman Trophy winner, Bryce Young, comes walking around the back of an SUV, one of the black SUVs, and Josh in the back was like, Bryce Young, hey, congratulations on the Heisman, dog. Congratulations, man. Hey, you're coming to the league. You're good, man. Good luck in the draft and everything. So Bryce comes walking over my little orange BMW. He's wearing like a coffee brown color shirt, with a little chain on. He comes walking around. He peeks his head in the car, looks at all of us, and he goes, oh, man, thanks, brother. He daps up Josh, daps up his buddy, daps me up. And we sitting there like, that's Bryce Young. Dude was cool, grounded. He was so chill, man. I mean, he was like, sometimes you talk to these guys and you see them in press conferences, you see them on TV, you think they're arrogant. Dude was cool, man. He was so laid back, he was so chill, and it was just the energy that the whole Super Bowl and waste management brought to us was just legit. It made people in Arizona really appreciate and really love the city that we live in because so many people were impressed with how clean it was, how well the streets were laid out, how lit up the businesses were and stuff like that. A lot of people came and really understood that Arizona is a place. That's why when I used to work in corporate, we used to come here from Vegas. And even leaving Vegas, I would come here and go, dang, I want to live in Arizona, man. This place is cool. And so I fell in love with the place just visiting. So now I live here. But that's the kind of vibe that Arizona will give you. It'll come in and really make you appreciate life. Blue skies, palm trees, green grass, golf courses, cool cars, and good people. I mean, Arizona makes you appreciate that, which is why I think so many people I was riding around were all like, man, they should always have the Super Bowl here. This is crazy. I've been to and like that guy Josh was saying, man, I've been to 15 years I've been in the NFL. He's like an NFL administrator. 15 years I've been in here. There's never been parties this fun, people having this much. I mean, there were no like shootings and crazy. It was no crime, none of that stuff going on. Now we got NFL executives talking about how much they loved it here. And they're riding the cars with us, cruising with us, chatting with us, being cool with us. And so, what up, Kiki? And so, just to hear the NFL executives that were taking places sit back and talk about how much they love the energy in Arizona. I mean, that was cool because we were a part of that. Being drivers, we were a part of that energy that were making NFL execs happy to be in Arizona at the time. And these people have been all over the world, but here they are happy to be in our city, loving the vibe of our city. And, downtown they had the NFL honors one night. So I go drop these guys off at the NFL honors place. And one guy dropped off, he was in sports a long time ago, but now he's just like a rich guy who does things with sports all the time. He actually plays basketball with a lot of the NFL players and stuff like that. So I drop him off at the banquet. Now, this other guy, Austin or whatever, I think Alvin or Austin, it was on his account. So he comes walking around the side of the car or whatever. He's texting me, hey, man, pick us up out of Sheraton. It's police sniffing dogs all in a row. And I'm like, I can't get through the police sniffing dogs because I'm on the other side of the barrier. He's like, don't worry, we'll come walk to you. Cool, come walk to me. I said, well, I'm going to back up in this little parking lot right across from the police sniffing dogs. So I back up in the parking lot and I said, I got an orange BMW. Sit right there in the front. He comes walking out. Right next to him is Matt Leinart. They're like buddies. Him and Matt Leinart, the USC quarterback, Arizona Cardinals quarterback, Matt Leinart comes walking up with this guy. Now, Matt don't even look like a quarterback because you see NFL players, they all look big. They look like tall. He just looks like I said, he looks like the Maroon 5 singer. He looks like Adam Levine. He's got a little leather jacket on. He looks like a normal person. He looks like a rock star, but not like NFL level rock star. He looks like somebody who would be throwing a concert like Bono or U2 or some shit like that. So he comes walking around, gets in the backseat passenger side. So I got Matt Leinart and I got his buddy Austin. And they just talking back and forth about their wife. He's talking about Josie, how they used to date and everything and all this stuff. He's talking about, the kid camps that he be running all the time. He's talking about Brady. He's a big Brady fan. He loves Brady. He's like, oh, man, Brady, man, that's my guy, man. I love Brady. He's talking about his show and everything. So just to hear these guys have normal conversations. And I was with Matt Leinart. I was with these guys for like an hour. It took us an hour to get from where we were all the way to the golf course. So the whole time I'm just listening to their conversation, and I'm cool. He said, knew about Empower, Uber and Lyft will be extinct in about 3 days. Who knows, man? Now, I'm sitting there talking, just listening to these guys talk. I'm just playing, my music. I'm playing, Don Toliver. I'm playing like rap and stuff like that, just cruising or whatever. And these guys just having a conversation. And I'm not fanned out like, oh my God, it's Matt Leinart. Can I take a picture of you, dog? You don't do that when you're driving people at this level because these people are just trying to get around town. They deal with fans all the time, every day. Sometimes they just want downtime. They just want to relax and cruise and get to where they getting to. They don't want to jump in the car with another fanatic. Like, dude, we just left a whole group of crazy fans. Now we jumping in the car with one. They don't want that. So you just kind of take them to where they getting to. So I get them down to the golf course, down the channel. They jump out the car. Jimmy! Because some dude, Jimmy, was waiting on him. So he was like, Matt was like, man, it took us like an hour to get here. Traffic is crazy out here. And they're like, hey, man, you've been amazing, man. Thanks a lot, bro. I'm like, no problem, man. Y'all enjoy our golf game, man. Y'all be cool. Says, yeah, bro, no problem. So here I am chopping it up with Matt Leinart now. I'm just like we know each other. Like, all right, brother. All right, man. I'm going to see you, man. All right, cool, man. Hey, you have a great day driving. Will do, brother. And it's just like, they're so cool. And they're so, relaxed. Even being at the international stardom level that they are, just to chat with them, trade energy with them for a while, and just listening to their life stories. And he's talking about, his brother was like, or his brother-in-law or somebody was like, hey, Matt, we're going to, we need you to come down, talk to the kids, give them a good motivational, inspirational talk or whatever. And Matt was like, he was talking to his buddy, and Matt was like, you're going to pay me $2,500. He says, dude, don't give me that money. He says, I don't need that money. Don't try to give me $20. If you need me to come down, speak to the kids, I'll come speak to the kids. It's not going to cost you to have me come down and speak to these kids. Use that money for the kids. Do something for the kids with that money. He says, I'm good. Don't pay me that. And that's like the integrity of Matt Leinart. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys would have been like, cool, I can use that $2,500 to put it down on a Can-Am Spider I've been looking at, or use that $2,500 to do this. Matt was not even worried about the money. He was more worried about the kids having somebody come down and motivate him and speak to him. The money was not even, he was like, no, I'm not taking money from no kids. No, I'll just come down and speak. If you need me to speak, just let me know what day to be there. And it's just like, just the respect that I got from a guy of that level. Like I said, a lot of these players, you see them in the media for all the negative stuff they do. Always, because the media sells that. The media will sell negativity in a heartbeat. But they'll never tell about how, much integrity a guy would have, because to them integrity means nothing. Integrity doesn't sell. But just to hear somebody that still has integrity saying money don't mean nothing, I'll come down there and speak to them kids if they want me to come speak to them. I'll be there. Just tell me what day and what time. That we don't have enough of that going around. They wait until a guy like that messes up or screws up or needs something negative to sell or a negative headline, instead of just saying how great of a person. He's just a great guy, just a normal, average, everyday great guy. I heard he's really good at golf, which, makes sense while I was driving up at a golf course. But other than that, it was a pretty fun weekend. I picked up the Sports Illustrated Maxim girls. That was pretty cool. So I get to this girl's house. So I'm cruising, it's got an owner account. So I pull around the corner, pull up to a nice house. I mean, it was a really nice house in a really exclusive neighborhood. So I pull around, and in front of the house, there's this huge black bus sitting there, like a massive bus sitting there. So I'm like, okay, must be like some NFL star, must be something. So I pull up, girl comes walking to the house. Gorgeous girl. I mean, you've seen like gorgeous women in your life. And then these women, when they walk out, it's like, they're like, wow. That's all you can think. It's like, man. And she's just like laughing and joking and having fun. The place says, oh, yeah, I got to go to my girl's house. I know where she lives. This and that is not too far from here. Sorry, it's such a short ride. I'm like, oh, no problem. Don't worry about it. Let's roll. Let's go. So I crank on some music. Say, well, let me get you in the mood for the party. Turn on some music. We kind of cruising, laughing. And we're going. And she's like, wait a minute. Your app says this many miles. My app says this many miles. Apparently, she don't know where she is. She's not from Arizona. So she hit the wrong address. Like, it was like, let's say, East Warnick. So she hit East Warnick over here, not East Warnick over here. That was on this side of the highway. Same address, two different East. So we go off her map. So she's like holding her phone in the front seat like this. And I'm like looking at her map like, okay, I see where we're going. So we kind of snake around, pull up to this house. And the whole front of the house is just glass, all glass. And you look through the window and it's like 20 of the most gorgeous women you'll ever see. Like, they're all in the kitchen, getting ready, laughing, drinking, having fun, isn't it? And we were talking the whole time. She's like, yeah, we're going to the Sports Illustrated Maxim party. We're just, we're all from LA, we're from Canada, we're from New York. It's a big old group of girls, just models. And here we are just driving them all over town, just having fun. And me, I'm at the point where I'm about to say, hey, can I just hang with y'all all night? Y'all like y'all. But I'm like, no, we're just cruising. We out making money. So that's how I ended up, making a ton of tips, just being general with people. I went up to, I drove up to Waste Management. Now, up on Waste Management, they had it all laid out perfect. Whoever organized the Waste Management, Uber and Lyft, y'all did amazing. Because you come in, you swing around, you go down this little street, you cut through this parking lot, there's nothing but just lanes. And you pick up your person in the lane, and then you go out the other side. I mean, it was like flawless. The only problem was that I have a luxury car. The wheels stay detailed, and you were driving through gravel to get to the lanes. That was my only issue. So the first time I dropped some people off, I cruised through it, and I'm like, there's dust all over my car, dust all over my wheels, and I just finished washing my car, and I dropped somebody off in this damn gravel. So I was like, damn, my car has to stay clean. It's a luxury car, so it has to stay clean. I can't do it like I do the Jeep. The Jeep, I can run through mud and people are like, this shit's sick. But this car, I had to keep it clean. So I pick up the next people with a dusty ass car. I get mad, pull over in the parking lot, clean it all off and everything, because I'm just like upset at that point. Next time, hey Melvin, thanks brother, thanks. Hey man, I had to be offline for a while because I was so busy trying to go out there and get it, man. I was sleeping like crazy. I ain't even slept, or I haven't drove since Sunday. When I dropped my last person off Sunday, it's Wednesday. I still ain't drove. That's how much it kicked my butt. I was like, I'm not driving, man. I'm taking a break because that wore me out. But so the next time I picked up somebody at that golf course, like I said, Waste Management had it laid out perfect. I pulled into the parking lot. I remember the first time my wheels got dirty. I'm not going back through here again because my car is like all detailed. It's clean. It's like I'm not cutting through the dirt. So I messaged the people. I tell them, say, hey, Mary. Her name was Mary. I said, hey, Mary. She said, I think we see you right up there. And I said, well, I'm not driving through the gravel because I did that earlier and I got a luxury car and it messed my car up pretty bad. She says, oh, don't worry. We'll come walk to you. It's nowhere. Lady was that cool. She saw my car was up the parking lot and she and her two friends walked through the gravel, got in my car while I was still on pavement. That's how cool the energy is in Arizona. They don't complain. She's like, I understand. You got a beautiful car. You want to keep it clean. I got you. We'll be there. She walked up, hopped in the car, started driving. She was like, oh, shit. We got to stop. We got to add a stop. We got to go pick up some pizza or whatever. I said, oh, no problem. We can add a stop, pick up some pizza. I ain't worried about that because she had just did me right. They helped me keep my car clean. The least I can do is stop so they can get some pizza. He's like, I ain't worried about the stop. You guys just hooked me up and didn't make me have to wash my car all over again because I try to keep this thing clean while I'm driving. So we stopped, got the pizza and everything, took driving. So I love passengers like that understand what we as drivers, we take pride in our vehicles, pride in how clean they are on the inside and outside, and they do their best. Because y'all remember last time I had to drive through fucking mud to deliver chicken wings, and the dude was cool enough to be like, dude, I'll just walk to you. Still messed up my shoes, but I'm like, dude, I hate getting my car dirty, man. It's like when people pay that much money, they want a clean car to show up. So I do my best to keep it clean. But yeah, Key, hey, it was crazy, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when I didn't drive, when I was just kind of doing delivery because I just wanted gas money. I don't want to be out there for free. And I'm just kind of peeking out around town, seeing what's going on around town. I knew already it was roadblocks everywhere. They had bomb sniffing dogs everywhere. They had, police with little, AKs on their arms and stuff. I mean, it was crazy. And I had to know that so I knew what rides not to accept. I did the one short about the video showing the stadium and everything. In that short, when I was out there, I drove the whole stadium while I was out there. And I saw how they had it set up. It was a clusterfuck. It was crazy. They had cones and shit without true direction. It was just like cones like fell out of the sky and just sitting everywhere. You couldn't see lanes. You couldn't see like direction where there was to or from. It was messed. That stadium was a nightmare. And when I drove that night and just looked around, I was like, yeah, I ain't coming out here. Hell no. You couldn't even get out the parking lot. And it was me by myself. One car. I was one car just scoping the shit out. And I couldn't even get out the parking lot. I was like, how the hell they gonna figure out how to get out of this parking lot? They had everything all roped off and shit weird. And I was like, yeah, every time I try to get a ride, nope, not doing it. I was like, they would pay it was like $50 to go out there. Wouldn't do it. $45 to go out to the stadium. I just declined it. I was not going out there. Nope. And yeah, Melvin, I'm telling you, man, you had to. If you didn't plan out, you were gonna miss out on a lot of money because they were throwing money at us, dude. It was crazy. There was no area of this city that was not bright red with $12, $25, $18. Not a single part of this city. We had 2 events going on at the same time. Super Bowl, massive event. Waste management, biggest party on the West Coast. Plus, you got normal people just coming in town for bachelor parties and crazy shit like that. There was no way you could have just cold turkey jumped in your car and just started driving. No way. Because you would be trapped by the bomb sniffing dogs. And once you go down there, like I got caught by a bus by the bomb sniffing dogs because the bus didn't know where it was going and it jumped on the wrong side. And it was supposed to be on the bomb sniffing side, but they got scared because they saw all the cars lined up and it jumped and it can't make the turn. The turn was like an L shape and there's big concrete barriers in the L shape. That was for us as cars. That's where I picked up Matt Leinart at the L shape. But I backed in like this and they were on this side, so they came across to me. And I had to do that shit like 3 or 4 times because everything was happening at the Sheraton that night. Even for the whole weekend, it was a bunch of football shit going on at the Sheraton. So if you didn't know the L shape and all the shit that the city of Phoenix did to create a car section and the bomb sniffing bus section, I mean, it was, dude, if you didn't have it planned out, you was going to get stuck. And that bus got stuck and it had us all sitting there like, are you serious? Like, this is taking up a good 15 minutes of my night just sitting here waiting to see how they going to finagle this bus to get from in front of us. It was jumping over curbs and shit to get around. It finally made it out. But we sat there for 15 minutes like going nowhere. My people said, well, we'll walk from here. They jumped out and just started walking. It's like, shit. What up, Gary? What up, G? Yeah. Hey, man, I'm telling you, you got to do that stuff. When you're at the Michigan football games, you got to know where to go because you don't want to be stuck in the sea of cars. The cars are what kills you. And like people think, they're going to pay me X amount of dollars to get here and X amount of dollars to get back. That's a good deal. It's not always a good deal based on where these cars are because these cars will have you locked in there and you can't get out. And it's like, damn, are you out driving now? Hey, get it, brother. Get that money. I'm going to tell you right now, man, My man Wes hit me up this morning, and he had like $200 something in about 2-3 hours. I was like, dude, today gonna be a $450 day. I told him that. He hit me back. He was at $340 something, still with hours to go. I said, you can hit 450. That was today. He hit me up today, and I said, you can do 450 today. And he was like, man, I was thinking about taking a break, but I'm just gonna get out there. I said, dude, get out there and get it, man. Get it. So, and like I said, it's a Wednesday. So I think Wes is out right now wrapping up that last 450 because he's going to hit about 450, 475, and he's doing Uber X. And he's out making bank right now. And I'm sitting in this damn garage, but I'm wore out from the weekend. But hey, I tell everybody, when the money is there on that table, you've got to go get it. You can't sit around and expect Uber to have that same amount of money the next day. If they do have it, cool, but just don't expect it because we know how they are. We know how Uber and Lyft are. They're going to dry shit up. And we're going to end up with nothing. Yeah. It's been crazy out here, man. Crazy. Oh, let me see something. Where's Melvin at? Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, Kiki. Strategic planning. I'm telling you. A lot of people don't understand. They think rideshare is just, jumping in the car, turning the key, and using your turn signals all day. You got to know how to make money in this industry. If you don't know how to make money in this industry is going to chew you up and spit you out. I've said that a million times, and I still believe it. I still believe these apps don't give a shit about us. I believe it. But I believe that if you're smart enough, you care about your car, you care about yourself, you care about your mental health, your physical health. This is an industry that you can be successful in. A lot of people aren't successful in it, and they'll tell you, my car is fucked up. I'm pissed off all the time. I'm angry all the time. There's a certain segment of this industry that they didn't have in alignment. And when that alignment fell out, like they didn't take care of their car, so their car fucked up. It fucked up everything behind it. It happens. I mean, like I tell everybody, in every industry you do, it's not 100% guaranteed that you're going to be successful. I can open up a flower shop. I guarantee if 100 of us open flower shops, we're all not going to be able to keep our flower shop open. Some of us are going to fail. So you can't tell me, having a business is better than driving rideshare. Rideshare is a business. I guarantee if 100 of us today were hired at a company, 100, by the end of the year, about 30 of us will be fired. Or either fired, terminated, might not even make it through the 90-day probation, might call in sick too many times, might just call in late too many times. Even having a traditional job is not secure in these times. How many people have been laid off in the past year, 2 years, 3 years? Droves of people. But they want to keep saying, once you get a real job, you're secure for life. Doubt it. I mean, these companies are at-will employment companies. They're at will. That means they can fire you at will. If people understood what that meant, then they would look at a company and say, I want to make sure I'm paid this much money working for that company. So if they have at will and they fire me at will, I got money. When I left corporate America, I was working for at-will employment companies. So how did I retire at 30 years old? Because I knew how much money I wanted to make. Because I knew that I wanted off at a certain point in time. If I say, I don't want to work up till this age, that means I have to make at least this much money right now. I'm not going to take pennies over the dollar. Then all of a sudden, you have this at-will attitude and you fire me and I have no way to feed my family. I have no way to pay my bills because I was living check to check because I settled for less at a traditional job. A lot of people at traditional jobs settle for less because they just need to work. I just need to work. I need a job. So they go make this money. It's not enough to save. So they're constantly spending too much credit, constantly living, above their means, and they have a traditional job. So why is their life not a success? Everybody with a traditional job is not a success story. Many are deep in debt. Many are on the borderline of being homeless. Many have repossessions. So you can't sit up and tell me a traditional job is your ticket to wealth. It's exactly opposite. A traditional job is somebody who pays you to keep you in check. They call it a paycheck. They pay you and they keep you in check. You screw up, you're going to be living check to check on somebody else's dime because they're at will employment. Rideshare it's a chance for you to say, I want to do this with my life. I want to do the best I can do in the amount of time that I have to be able to do it in, using my own energy, my own investments, my own access to resources. If you don't do it well, you're going to be one of them people sitting on the rideshare channel 2 years from now. Oh, I hate rideshare. Rideshare suck. All y'all suck that drive rideshare. I hope all y'all, because they didn't do something right. And they're going to blame the apps. They're going to say, well, the app did that to me. No, it didn't. You chose shit. These apps don't force us to do nothing. These apps, it's a phone in my hand. This does not control me. There's an app on this phone. I touch a button to control this phone. This phone does not control me. For anybody who thinks these apps control you, you're out of control. Because if I don't want to be bothered, I'll turn that shit off and call it a day. If I don't want to be bothered, I just hit decline. If somebody's tripping and I'm messaging trying to find out where they are and they act, well, you stupid driver, you should know where to pick me up. Cancel, done. Cancel, I'm out. So if you don't know what you're doing, that's on you. And it's something you got to take control of and say, you know what? I was in rideshare. I didn't do too well. Maybe I need to go back, look at some videos, rethink my approach to rideshare. Because they ain't giving you shit. Trust me. You are not going to just get success because you downloaded a fucking app on your phone. You're not getting success. You need to work the shit out of that app. Work it. And if you ain't strategizing, you ain't doing this right, you ain't doing something worth the money, you ain't getting the money. It takes brains to make the money. They ain't going to give some random idiots the money. They did that before, and how did it work out? They used to give idiots money. Just give it to them. And none of these idiots bought houses. None of these idiots invested money. Look at all these people on rideshare talking about how they used to make $800 in 2 days, $400 in 2 days, asking where they live. In my grandma's basement. How the fuck you making $800 every 2 days and you living in your grandma's basement? They were giving idiots money. And these apps companies know that. And they said, we're giving these people so much money, they don't know what to do with it. Lack of financial education. If you have lack of financial education, you have zero strategy, then this is going to control you. That shit don't control me. Because like I said, I haven't drove since Sunday. But I also haven't spent a dime since Sunday. That car hasn't moved. I ain't used no gas, no oil, no tires, no serpentine belt. That shit's been sitting in the driveway since Sunday. If it ain't working, it ain't moving. That's a life strategy. You use your tools when you do work. You don't see me joyriding around in that motherfucker just burning through tanks of gas, burning up my tires, getting nails and shit. No, that's a work vehicle sitting out there. It don't move until it's time to make money. So when somebody says, well, how much do you pay for? You know, wear and tear, natural wear and tear. That's why I buy nice cars. They last forever. I can't buy a crap car and expect it to do the level of work I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a lot of money. I'm not trying to just work a whole lot. If I wanted to work a whole lot, I'll go back to a traditional job. They'll be like, you want to take such and such's schedule? You can take her shift. You can take his shift. Because they will work you to the bone and pay you nothing for it. So if I'm going to work that hard, shit, I'm going to do it on my own time. I'm going to do it on my own resources. And I'm going to make as much as I can possibly make. I don't want somebody to put a cap on my hour and tell me, well, Jeff, we're going to pay you $18 an hour. Why? Because I might be able to do $200 an hour work. You don't know what I'm doing that hour of my life. I could be, making $70 an hour work. And that's why a lot of people with traditional jobs get upset at drivers because they see us out making a lot of money, getting tips, doing all of this stuff. They get upset because they're sitting at a traditional job. Well, my job's better than yours. My job takes more skill than yours, but I don't get tips. Well, that's your fucking choice. Nobody tells you to be there. If tips mean that much to you, then quit a traditional job and get a job that allows tips. Waitresses, bartenders, contractors get tips because I've tipped my own contractors. When they'll come, when I have my old house, lay floors out or whatever like that, I'll tip them extra $200 on a job just for being prompt with the shit. So if you're upset that you working at a traditional job and the traditional job don't give you money, well, we don't get tips here and we're high skilled. Again, that's a choice you made. I hope you do well with that choice. I don't hope you fail with that choice. But that's the difference in rideshare. A lot of people hope that we fail with the choices we make. They're banking on us to fail just so they can sit up, oh, told you so. Told you so. Why would you hope somebody fails? I mean, in the level of humanity that we face about we wanting everybody to do well, everything matters, every life matters, every person matters, except rideshare drivers. They don't fucking matter. Rideshare don't matter. Rideshare drivers don't matter. Everybody likes matter except rideshare. That's how these people think. And that's why I tell rideshare drivers, we got to stick up for each other. We got to stand for each other because we know a lot of people don't give a shit about us. And it's cool. That's cool. Because we can take care of ourselves. We can go out. We can help each other create strategies. We can help each other create ways to save money by working on your own car, doing small things here and there. We can help each other out. We don't need these people who doubt us to even be around us. Our success does not bank on their belief in us. Our success banks on our own belief in us and what we do. I'm not worried about them. I'm really not. Which is why when I see them on my channel, I remove their comment. I blocked a few of them after the weekend because I will remove their comment and they try to come back and post some more shit. So I just block them from my channel, remove them. I don't need that shit around me. I control the energy around me. Just because I'm on YouTube don't give you the right to come on my page and post that shit. Go to a channel that embraces that shit and post it over there. Ain't nobody telling you can't post it on the internet. No, just my part of the internet you can't post it on. This is my part. This is my channel. It's like I can't just walk into a church and say, oh, this is free speech. Hey, everybody, I'm selling crack at the noon session of sermon or whatever. You can't just walk into church just saying what you want to say. I understand it's a free country, but there's a time and a place for everything. The time for negativity and the place for negativity is not on my channel. It's on another channel. They've got them out there. You've got to go look for them. Stop being lazy-assed and just saying, oh, man, I see a rideshare channel. Let me say some negative shit on this channel. Remove. I remove that shit quick because I don't like that energy. You're out of the class. You keep fucking with me. Block. Now you stuck going to the fucking channels that you belong on because you don't belong on my channel belongs to drivers who want to see success. Like my man I Am Design says, when people like you, they want to see you win. When people like you, they want to see you win. So all these motherfuckers that don't like us, they don't even like us, but they keep coming around us. They don't want to see us win. They keep coming around us. Why are you coming around me if you don't like me? Why are you here if you want to see me fail? Get the fuck on. That's what you do. And my channel is I support drivers. I support families that say, hey, man, I'm just trying to fill my fridge up for the weekend. Hey, brother, this is what you do. Take orders that's $2, at least $2 a mile. Don't take nothing under $10. Go sit in this part of town because that's the type of human I am. I believe this man deserves to fill his refrigerator up, and I'm going to do what I can as a driver that knows that area to help him fill up his refrigerator. He's got a 5-year-old kid that's hungry, 11-year-old kid that's hungry, a teenager that's coming in and out that's growing. I'm going to make sure this dude's family eats because I like you. These motherfuckers that don't like us don't want to see us win, so why the fuck are they around us? That's my whole point. Stay the fuck off my channel. That's all I'm saying. Go to another channel. They embrace that shit. Boost their motherfucking watch numbers. Boost their sub numbers. Stay the fuck off my shit. Because this is a channel for drivers. It's not for the bullshit. So keep it where it belongs, over there. And I hope all the drivers on this channel, make that money. I hope they get a little extra so they can invest in something that they want to invest in later. I hope they hit some big days. Like I said, my man West, he was driving today. This motherfucker tried to quit at like $300-something. Now, he had already showed me $2-something, and I said, dude, this is a $475 day. He tried to quit at like about $3. I said, dude, no, you're going to make $475. Don't give up. He went back out. He ain't hit me up yet, so I hope when he hits me back, he says, Jeff, I made $475. That's what I'm hoping for because I believed it based on the time he showed me, the amounts he was showing me, and the areas he was showing me he was hitting in Phoenix today. I think he was out there getting it. I know he's going to get that $475 today. And he deserves it. The Super Bowl is over, but the money is still there. The surges are still kind of there. Waste management's over. They can be out there, like I said, Zuri, you can be out there getting that money. Jose, you can be out there getting it too, man. Everybody can be out there still getting this money. Even though the events are over, we still got people that need our services, that value our services. We got the shitheads out there that don't care about us. Cool, fuck them. Don't deal with them. No tip, no trip, whatever. Fuck it, just don't even deal with them. Because there are people out there who will value you. Shit was proved this weekend. I mean, as much as these people was paying for these trips, as much as they were paying, they were still sliding me $20 cash. Hey, man, thanks. $50 cash. Hey, man, thanks. 2 5s wrapped in each other. Hey, man, thanks. And they was paying a lot. And I'm like, damn, y'all paying a lot because they appreciate us for taking time. We didn't go kick it. We didn't go to the Super Bowl. We didn't go to Waste Management. We didn't go to all the parties down the clubs. We said we want to make sure you guys get that money. So we're going to take time off to make sure y'all can drink all you want, smoke all you want, do whatever you want. I'm your ride home. Don't stress it. I got you. And a lot of people appreciate that. Oh, Valentine's Day was busy? Yeah, I bet it was. Because everybody had a great, like I said, the energy over the past weekend, that Super Bowl energy just all over the nation was great. Eagles fans and Chiefs fans, I'm a Bears fan. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a Bears fan. But Eagles fans and Chiefs fans, they got the best fucking personalities. I don't know what it is about them, but they were really nice people. No matter who they were going for, they were so nice. And it was like we were laughing, joking, going back and forth or whatever. It was no, animosity and tension, and you see all these people fighting and shoving each other, and they're fans of sports. The Eagles fans and the Chiefs fans in town were nothing like that. They were not like the shit you see on TV. They were like normal, average, everyday people wearing their gear, having fun, kicking back, trying to see what Arizona has. A lot of them never been here. They just loving it here. And they brought that energy with them. And so the money is out there for the people that appreciate us. For the people that don't appreciate us, fuck them. Nobody really cares about them and their problems. They're inadequate in whatever they did with their lives, and they're trying to bleed that inadequacy into us as drivers. When people like you, they want to see you win. Think about it every day. My man, I Am Design said that shit. King James. Oh, James, you didn't see on the last video, bro. I actually got something for you because we were talking about the people needing cameras. So I got a camera for you, brother. This is that front and back camera, brand new. It's a brand new front and back camera, but it has a reverse light on it. I didn't know that. So it's got a reverse light and everything. But this is the camera right here. It's a 1080p camera, and it's got driver view, and it's got like in front of the car view, and you can take it off and walk around with it because there's an internal battery that stays running for like 2-3 hours. I don't know. But this camera is yours, brother. It's for your safety, your security, just for always come checking out the channel. You've been supporting me, man, from day one. And you listen to the stuff I say, and I know sometimes I say some crazy shit, but you always take it to heart, and you go out there and you try and you do it. So I want to gift you with this camera, brother. It was something I ordered for myself because I believed that I needed a camera. But after seeing how small my damn windshield is, this is a little too much for me. So, and like I said, and it's got the reverse stuff. This is the reverse part that you hook up. And you plug it in right up here somewhere. So you can put this on the reverse of the car, and you can stick this like up in your windshield like this. And so, hey, that's what you do, man. So I got this for you, brother. It's got all the instructions and all the specs with it. So this is for you, my brother. King James, man, I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate you. I actually had it on the rideshare guy, and I was like, I didn't think you probably saw that because you probably out busy doing shit. But I wanted to make sure I took care of you, man. This is gonna be a good year. I hope you stay safe. Keep your shit recorded. All you need is a micro SIM card. I think it takes up to 64 gigs or something like that. You need a micro SD card, and that's it. You just plug it in. You can erase it, take it to a new computer, whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I was gonna use it. I took a look at it, kind of hung it up in my car one day, and I was like, yeah, it's a little bit much. So I just put it back in the box. And I can't send it back because once I bought it, I bought it. I could send it back. I ain't paying for shipping. I'm like, I'll give it to my brother, King James. That's what I can do. So you got a camera, man. You got you. All good, brother. All good. Like I said, and I took care of you on that shit. I think it's a lot of drivers on this channel that as we do things and as, we acquire knowledge and information and even assets, we're going to start having to reach out and give people. I got a few shirts that I like. I got a few designs out there that I like to just give away to people. I don't think I want to sell shit because I'm just not a salesman. But there's a few designs I got on shirts that, maybe I'll start doing lives. And for a few people in my comments, I'll get their information. They can send shit to my Gmail box, and I'll send them out some free fucking shirts or whatever once I get their sizes together. But there's messages out there. I really like I Am Design messages when people like you, they want to see you win. I really want to put that shit on a shirt, but I'm going to let him do that because that's his phrase, and I want him to do something with it, whether he wants to sell it to people or whatever. I don't care, but I think it's a very magnificent way to put it. He put it very magnificently. And so hopefully, I get some of my shirts out there. I got a few Don't Be Negative shirts. You Are Not Entitled to Success. I really like that shirt. I like to give that to a few people that watch the channel sometimes. And like I said, the customers, the riders take care of me pretty well. We're doing okay. So for me to give somebody something who is supporting the rideshare community, it's just giving back. That's all I look at. It's just giving back. That's it. I'm not trying to get ahead. I'm not trying to just giving back. That's it. Oh, Oh yeah, thanks, brother. Oh yeah. Now, James, I got the business cards that I make. Let me show people like this is my business cards here. Because we do a lot with our business cards. So this is my business card. It's got like my Jeep and everything on and stuff like that. So, and on the back, we always put our Venmo information and all our stuff on the back in case people want to tip or whatever. We make sure you give people a way to pay you. But I went to Sedona. So when I went up to Sedona, I took some of the most amazing pics of these mountains and all of these palm trees and all this stuff and all that. And James was like, man, I don't have no good backgrounds for pictures. I'm like, I got you, brother. I got you. So I gave him this epic picture. Me and my son and my dog, we walked down this trail and it just opened up to this massive mountain, like a plateau and everything else. I took a picture of it. It was that great. So I took a picture of it, and also some palm trees that wrapped around the parking lot was like a morning sky and everything. And I sent them to James. I said, bro, I'll send them to you. So I sent him the pictures, and he used them for business cards. He was like, do I need a background? And he liked them enough. And like I said, they look pretty cool, man. I like your business cards. They look sharp as hell. I think they look more like art. Your business cards look like art, man. When I was looking at how you had them done, I was like, yeah, people are going to put that on the refrigerator. That's a nice look. Mine just got like a Jeep on the front in front of a rock pile. Your shit looked like a full-blown, like a portrait or something. I was like, dude, that's pretty dope. You did cool with that. That's dope. But that was my weekend, though. That was my weekend. Oh, yeah, see, yeah, and the New Jersey, the energy was up out there. I like that. Yeah. And a lot of people were hoping the Eagles were going to pull it off, and it was looking like the Eagles were going to win it. It really were looking like it. When I was out driving, I dropped off somebody close to my house, so I ran in and I watched part of the second quarter, and I watched the halftime show. And right after the halftime show, I went back out again. But I thought the Eagles had it. I really did. I was like, man, the Eagles got this one. But shoot. But I took that out. Tomorrow night will be snow next. All right, cool. Let's see what you got. Yeah, same here, brother. Hey, on Wednesdays, it's so slow here on Wednesdays. I never work Wednesdays. But Wes was out today, and he was like making bank. I was like, bro, this is a $475 day for you, and it's Wednesday. I said, it's $475. He was like, no, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. He sent me another screenshot. He was at $300-something. I was like, trust me, dude. You're hitting 475 today just by your numbers and the flow of what you're getting. You hitting 475, and it's a Wednesday. It's slow as hell, and dude about to go out there and make almost $500. And that's why I tell people, so many doubters out there are doubting the power of what's in rideshare. Oh, ain't no money in rideshare. They don't get money like we used to get. These is all doubters. And like my homegirl Janet, I took a screenshot off of her Instagram, and it says something about, people doubt you because they're basing their life and their decisions on their potential and their capabilities. It was something to that energy. I had it in one of my videos, but it was like, that's why they doubt us, because they couldn't do something or they couldn't get to a certain level, so they think that level can't be achieved or attained. And that's what doubters do. They doubted themselves. They doubt what they did, so now they're going to doubt you. Me, if I don't do something, I put that shit on me. I don't put it on the situation. I control what happened to me. So if it didn't happen to me, it might happen to you because I did something different. You might do it differently and you might win. But a true doubter, a true hater, all they do, well, I couldn't do it, so that means you can't do it. See, I sucked at rideshare, so that means you gonna suck at rideshare. Rideshare damaged my car, so that means rideshare gonna damage your car. It's like, that's what haters do. They cannot see you win because they didn't win at something. That's why, I remember when I first got on YouTube a long time ago, I used to see all these fucking haters all over YouTube and shit. I didn't know what it was all about. I'm thinking, now, rideshare is horrible. This place is horrible. Rideshare is this and that. Because I was new to rideshare. My rideshare experience has been nothing short of amazing. I took out a 60-month loan on my Jeep to pay it off. I paid that shit off in 24 months while I was building it. I put on a supercharger, big-ass tires, lift kit, fucking front sway bar, shit for like $600-something. The whole sound system got dropped in that shit. LED lights. I did all crazy shit while I was paying off a Jeep that should have took me 60 months to pay off, and I paid it off in 24 months. All with rideshare money. All while paying the mortgage on the house. How? And then I was so happy, I'm driving my car one fucking day, and I see this little orange ass BMW that's almost the same color as my car. So I walk in, ask a question about it. Next thing you know, I got the fucking keys in my hand, and I own a BMW. Rideshare did that. So anybody out there who doubts the power of rideshare is just doubting themselves. And I know the apps suck. The apps are always gonna suck. Life is gonna suck. Have you ever heard that shit? Life sucks. It ain't app sucks. It's life sucks. And if you go out there and you put in that sucky ass energy, your life is gonna suck. It's just how shit works. You create what you radiate. When you radiate sucky shit happens to you. When I'm happy, we driving people around, laughing, joking, having a good time. Hopefully they take care of me. They see that I'm just, energy out here just passing through, hoping that we all come out good. That's all I hope for. But when you got that negative shit energy, all they hope for is for somebody to do worse than them. Do worse than me. Do bad. I hope you do bad. I hope you don't make it. I hope you don't succeed. That's shit energy right there. And a lot of us need to just stay away from it sometimes because it will bring you fucking down. I wear a shirt sometimes on my videos that says low vibration people will pull you down. You'll see that shit on some of my videos. It's a shirt I made for myself. I walk around with it. I wear it because I let motherfuckers know if you're a low vibration person, don't fuck with me. Lift me up. Vibrate higher. Let's talk about solutions. Let's talk about how we can do better. Let's talk about how we can be better people. This and that. All this negative shit, it's fuckery and nobody wants to deal with it no more. It's a whole just cloud of energy that moves around the rideshare industry. It's a whole negative cloud. And you can see it on certain channels just fucking flow. And all the names are the same. Because you'll see shit on one channel, that's the same shit you saw on another channel, that's the same names you saw on the other channel. It's this cloud of just negative shit floating around through rideshare channels. But you don't see that on mine. Because I removed their fucking comments and I blocked their monkey ass. Because I don't have time for the fuckery. If you want to be that cloud, do that shit where you know you can do it at. Because them people embrace that shit. When you want to be down and you want to stay down and you want to feel down, let's go to another motherfucking rideshare channel. I guarantee you will not have a resolution. You will not have a solution. You will not have good energy. You will feel like shit when you get off, just like you felt like when you got on, because that's the shit they embrace. We need more channels out there that realize that we're humans. We got children. We have refrigerators to fucking fill. Some of us have deep freezers. Some of us got cars that we need to pay off. Some of us have houses we need to pay for. We got rents we need to pay. We are fucking humans. We ain't no fucking joke. We ain't no games. When we get out this house, we got to make money. We got to get back. And we got to do it safely. Motherfuckers like, well, if you don't feel safe, don't do rideshare. It ain't rideshare people killing rideshare people. It's these retarded motherfuckers with traditional jobs killing people. So it's the people with traditional jobs killing rideshare people. So people with traditional jobs are dangerous. So don't tell me, traditional job. They could kill a motherfucker at a traditional job just as quick as they kill a rideshare driver. We just so happen to be the ones they choose to kill that day. So you can't say, well, rideshare is dangerous. No, those people are fucking dangerous. We need to take care of those. And crime is on a rise because criminals are given fucking free passes to just walk around and do random shit. It has nothing to do with rideshare. It has to do with humanity, the people on this planet, people who refuse to step up and say criminals don't deserve the level of rights we're giving them. We're giving them the right to go kill innocent people, harm innocent people, rape. We're giving them that right when we can clearly see what they're saying all over the internet and what they do. We never step up to the plate and go, you know what? You're probably a danger to society. Instead, we say, oh, rideshare is dangerous. No, we know what the danger is. I ain't seen a mass thing of rideshare drivers is going out doing a whole bunch of fucking crime. I ain't seen that. Rideshare drivers are not dangerous. Is it a dangerous industry? I think walking down the street is a dangerous fucking industry. Now going to school is a dangerous industry. I think being at a nightclub at a party when shootings and shit going is a dangerous fucking industry. But nobody says we need to shut down all nightclubs. People are always getting shot at nightclubs. Shut down every nightclub out there. People are constantly being beat up, shot, raped at nightclubs. Shut them all down. No, they just fucking make drinks a little cheaper. That's all. We need to attract more customers now. So I could say the same thing about, the nightclub industry being dangerous versus rideshare being dangerous. It's the people involved. We take care of the people that bring the danger and everything's fucking cool after that. Get rid of the criminals and you'll be fine. So if the apps can do something to help get rid of criminals, cool. But if you don't, there are a whole lot of drivers who practice the fucking Second Amendment that will help get rid of these criminals. And I don't think you want to let these people go that far. because there are a lot of Americans out there that do not fucking play with their life. A lot of drivers don't play with their life. A lot of drivers don't put their life in the app hands. And I know a few of them. And if you test these drivers, trust me, that'll be the last fucking test you take. And I don't want to see it come to that point. So criminals, leave these motherfucking drivers alone because they ain't going to wait on the app. Trust me, they not. And your kid probably wants you to come home. So trying to steal $50 off this driver, your kid ain't going to see you later. And this driver's going to make sure of that shit. So we need to equalize the situation, keep these criminals off certain platforms. It ain't rideshare, it's certain people that just don't belong walking our streets, period. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with rideshare. But rideshare is the fucking industry that shit can happen. Man. Hey, Melvin, man, it was fun. It was pretty fun, brother. It was pretty fun. Hey, see, you see it when you do that road construction shit, man. I see that all the time. When I'm cruising down the highway and you see the guys on the corner, like, getting the shovels to help get some of the gravel off the road because they're trying to protect cars' windshields and shit. So they're getting all the gravel off the side of the road so people ain't kicking up rocks and shit, and cars fly right past them. I'm like, you don't see this dude cleaning up on the side of the highway? And they will fly right. And I'm like, all the dude has to do is slip on a rock and go backwards 2 feet. He's dead because somebody's going past him like 50 miles an hour. I'm like, if you don't slow your ass down to about 15 miles an hour and creep past this guy, because he could slip on a rock and you have no way to stop your car from going that fast to hit this guy. People just don't think like that though, man. They thinking, I got to get somewhere. Oh, this guy sweeping the rocks, better get out the way. He's not, he's working. He's doing his job. And he's trying to protect your car from having you fall into a hole or whatever and cleaning up rocks, cleaning up the area to make sure cars have a safe passage. But yet you going 50 miles an hour past this dude. Shit, it's people. Some people just are dangerous people. That's it. It ain't got shit to do with rideshare. It's just dangerous ass people out there. But, man. Hey. Man. Hey, brother, I'm telling you, man. Your cards, man. Like I said, I like your cards, brother. I like them. And it's a lot of people out there, man. Like I said, we gotta prove, in 2023, this year, we're gonna be able to prove that, rideshare is not dead yet. It's not dead yet. Hopefully these apps make their money back. Hopefully they get shit going, but rideshare is still alive and well. But I'm gonna jump off this thing. It's 7:00 now. Rideshare Garage has a live going right now. I don't want to jump over there live. We had a live earlier, then I had this live. So jump on over to the Rideshare Garage. Vinny Cuz, Keys Tracks, follow Keys Tracks, Unbroken Driver. Go click on any of their channels. Driving in Style with Eddie, click on any of their channels. You can get into the Rideshare Garages live. I'm out of here, y'all. I got to get going.